Hey, it's Big Game James McCarty, Sports Director at Flag Family Media, here with Dragon men's basketball head coach Tim Bergstraser. Coach, heading into the final weekend of the regular season, five-way tie for first. You guys in Duluth are tied for sixth, one game back. But you have an opportunity as well against Winona and Mankato. When you look at the scout this week and you just look at the top of the conference, so what is going through your mind as a coach?
I'm not going to lie. I know there's so many scenarios out there. I don't know a lot of them at all. I've taken my glance just to see how funky it looks, and I've never seen something like it when you got five tied for first. But we've had many conversations with our group. We're just so focused on us early on in the week and getting some rest and tightening up on things on both sides of the floor. And then, of course, just Winona. I mean, that's all we can worry about. That's the most important thing for our program right now, and just trying to become or continue to grow and to be the best basketball team we can. But Winona's a dang good basketball team. It's a huge weekend, and we all know that. But we're gonna do our best to treat every game all the same. The preparation is going to stay the same. The mental focus should all be the same. And then we'll just see what the scoreboard shows at the end of the game.
Winona is one of those five teams tied for first on top of the league. You guys won the first meeting down in their place. One of the best shooting displays I think I've ever seen in the first 10 minutes of that game. At the same point, they fought back, which is something that you expect in the second half. What needs to happen for you guys to be able to win both halves and to be able to take that season series sweep against them?
We need to play defense for 40 minutes. We got very loose there in that second half. And they're, like I said, they're a dang good basketball team. You look at a couple of their games this year, like if they're down double digits, they always find a way to fight back and win them. So, I mean, that's just how basketball is. So to the best we can do is, hopefully we can shoot the ball just that well, but I know how basketball goes. That's just sometimes how the game is. Sometimes you run into it on the wrong side. But we shot the ball really well at their place, and we came out ready to play. I mean, we were coming out that 5-game losing streak, so we had a little bit of desperation to us, and I give credit to our guys just continuing to fight. But we still weren't who we are now. I understand that. We still believe we have some more in us. So we just need to be better on both sides of the ball. And for me as a coach going to our team, I want defense for 40 minutes, and then we'll see, offensively, we got to take care of the ball too. I mean, we had a lot of loose turnovers in that game as well, but again, that's just a typical coach.
When you look defensively and saying that you guys, just have to play for 40 minutes, in my opinion, watching the season, the growth of guys defensively, whether it's Will Kinsey, it's Wysocki going out and getting comfortable and now swatting shots all over. You have Eddie and Burkholz coming off the bench, seeing whether it's a 45-second stint or an 8-minute stint, they give 110%. Specifically, those role players and those reserve guys, what have they meant to your team defensively and the growth that they've also presented over the last 3 or 4 months of basketball?
Yeah, and that's just the makeup of our team that we've continued to talk about. Despite losing a couple games, winning, we've always just said, whenever your name is called, just get in there and do your job. It might be, like you said, it might be a minute, it might be an 8-minute stint. You might not play that game, you might play the next game. I don't know, but when your name is called, just do your job. And everybody does have a role on our team. We've been very open in those one-on-one conversations, and sometimes those roles do increase, but we got to start somewhere, of course. But, this team has come together. I think anybody watch from the outside, I know as a coach, just looking internally too, we know who we are at this point. We still need to figure out some things, but I think we got that great consistency right now. Guys know where they're going to play, when they're going to play for the most part, and I think that's really helped us out. But it's dependent too on who we're playing. And some games, some guys might not be playing great. You got to rely on someone else to step into that role, but it's we do have different options depending on who we play and how different styles. So I mean that makes us a competitive team, which is very important to us.
Definitely. And last thing I have for you this week, Coach, 2 more cracks at home at Nemzik Fieldhouse. Depending on things shake out, you may or may not have another home game next week. But 2 more guaranteed with the home crowd faithful. What does that Dragon faithful mean to you guys at home, and just really that kind of extra fire that they bring behind you guys?
It's been great this year, and I've continued to say to our team, and I'll say it to again probably before tomorrow's game, we need to play better at home. And I think we have played better, but I believe that we have a little more in us. So, they always bring that Nemzik noise. They're always nice and loud. They bring that energy for us, even when we're getting stops. They value the defensive side, so respect to our fans. And it's anytime you get to finish it out at home, I mean that's a big deal. Especially when you're playing 2 good teams. I mean, we're not going to sugarcoat it. These are obviously big games, and everybody's playing for something. And then that second night against Mankato, that's always special when we have an opportunity to honor 2 really good seniors that have invested a lot in our program. So that's always a special night. And emotions can be high sometimes in your favor or not, but we're just going to do the best we can to worry about, do what we can to play against Winona. Obviously we hope we have a great product on the floor for our fans to enjoy.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks for coming to your time. Good luck this weekend. We're looking forward to being there for both of them.
Likewise. We'll see you there.
Big Game James McCarty alongside head coach Tim Bergstraser of the Dragon men's basketball team. Have a great rest of your day.